I finally took some time to read through the premise of this possible Resident Evil Netflix original, and it is embarrassingly bad. For some reason, the Muppet who wrote this was never interested in looking into the source material from the real Resident Evil story, as this instead feels more like a continuation to the god-awful Resident Evil movie franchise created by Paul W.S. Anderson. I read the article presented in the Bounding Into Comics site, and you are not going to believe the story they have in mind for the RE Netflix series. Let me just try and summarize this pathetic excuse for an RE story. First of all, it's going to revolve around two made-up characters. The story won't revolve around any of the games, it won't be canon, it won't even be about any of the iconic STARS members. It's going to be an original story about Wesker's daughters, Jade Wesker and Billy Wesker. They're half-sisters. Jade will be a wisecracking girl who's charming and annoying to people around her, while Billy acts as her antisocial and shy foil. Jade also makes friends rather quickly and is incredibly friendly, whereas Billy is the complete opposite and has crippling anger management. The dynamic between these two is central to the series, bouncing between love and hate, classic sibling rivalry. Oh, it gets better, folks. And by better I mean get ready to see another corporate schmuck crap all over the fans once again. Almost like it's tradition, seeing as there's how many movies now? 9, I think? And not a single one can be 100% faithful to the original source material. The story will take place in the future, the year 2036, 14 years after the end of the world. And it follows an older, battle-hardened Jade as she collects information on the zombies, to which they call Zeros. Oh god, this sounds like fanfic made by a 13-year-old. The world at this time has all but ended. Only approximately 3 million humans live, while 6 billion Zeros roam the earth. 3 million humans, huh? That's not too bad if you think about it. The most famed is the Umbrella Territory, of course. A supposed paradise town that is untouched from the chaos. Okay, if you're trying to play off the Umbrella Territory as a rumored remedial sanctuary, then you gotta be more brain dead than the zombies in this apocalyptic world. I'm not sure whose words I'm reading here, since the article I read this from said that the tipster with this information is named Ludens. But I don't think real people are this brain dead. How can you live in a planet where a worldwide biohazard outbreak is obviously caused by the company known as Umbrella, and yet it appears as if no one has a clue? If this terrible series does come true, you think anyone is going to be invested in the story? If a group of survivors are trying to find sanctuary, and they all believe that Umbrella Country is the place to go, you think any of the viewers are going to be like, gee, I wonder if Umbrella Country is really a sanctuary or not? There's no mystery! It's obvious what it is! At least when The Walking Dead did this, you had no idea whether any of these sanctuary locations were truly safe or not. It had a mystery, but this is just sad. It's very, and I mean very, mediocre. It gets even worse, people. Most of the western United States is now a new country called Umbrella. Ah, there you go. They went full retard on this one. What's next? Is the entire country of Umbrella in the shape of its logo? Let's keep reading this fanfic Netflix plot. Central America is the Amazonia. Fortress Scandinavia is the latest nation formed from, well, Scandinavia. India is now the Faith. Freeholds are scattered around like in Boston, Cape Town, Mumbai, and Paris. The rest of the world is a dead zone, the territory of the Zeros. Sounds familiar to another movie plot that butchered the video game it was trying to adapt.
After the terror wars, governments fell. Corporations took control, fighting over what remained. 8 companies survived and divided up the world. Those companies were collectively known as Iron Fist. The American territories fell to the mightiest corporation of all, Tekken.
The rest of the information regarding this atrocity is just as cliched as the movies. None of this sounds like a good idea. If they change the title, the Umbrella Company, and the name Wesker from these fanfic characters, no one would possibly believe that this was originally meant to be a Resident Evil live-action series. Just like with the movies. The people behind these projects based on video game movies, they have never played a game in their lives. Playing games is not a chore, people. Yet, these jabronis always seem to make it feel like it's the world's most difficult job to pull off. What do these filmmakers think, that playing a video game is like trigonometry? Also, why Wesker? Why does it always have to connect with Wesker? I used to like that character, but look at what they've done to him lately. They brought him back from his official death in RE1, and just because he was a cool character, they think that anything they include that relates to him is automatically cool? Like with this, for example. How many relatives does he suddenly have that are involved deeply with the whole Outbreak incidents? It's as if I had no clue what football is all about, well, American football, and I made a movie based on American football, and instead of it being like the sport, it's basically about this one protagonist that his foot is in the shape of a ball. You're gonna be like, oh, well, there you go, people. There's your story. It's about a guy who has a football. But let's see who else is in Wesker's family tree. There's Alex Wesker, someone that only appeared in Revelations 2, but will now be featured in RE3's Resistance mode. And if this ridiculous Netflix story becomes official, then now he's also got 2 additional daughters. Oh yeah, and he also has a son. You know, that guy from Resident Evil 6. See, what these developers and writers are doing is by all means mediocre. They think that as long as they make a certain character related to Wesker, it'll automatically make that character cool and possibly turn into another fan favorite, like with Wesker. It's not at all a good way to try and catch our attention. All I see is a pathetic attempt to make a brand new character seem cool. But it also butchers Albert Wesker because suddenly you got a character who wasn't related to anyone involved with Umbrella. He had no family as far as we knew, and all of a sudden he's got a bunch of kids and siblings no one even knew about? Does he also have like 7 wives and 3 brothers and sisters? Come on, people! Stop using Wesker as a way to sell a new character. Come up with something new. I know it takes time and effort, but act like professionals. For years now, the movie industry has been crapping out mediocre movies, and shows have also been the same way nowadays. Does it not bother anyone in the industry to know that they're crapping out mediocre multi-million-dollar projects? I know they just want to make money, but they'll still make a lot more money, heck even more, if they actually try here. Because everyone that knows the franchise will watch it over and over again because of how good it was. You can't do the same if it's terrible. Is it really so damn excruciatingly difficult to just sit down and play the games? You don't even need to do that. You can also read the novels. You like reading, don't you? I mean, you gotta read in order to read and write a script, right? So what's stopping them from doing either of these 2 options? At least you'll be sticking out of the rest of the cliché jabronis who can't just come up with originality if their paychecks depended on it. I think it's still not 100% confirmed that this series will actually be made, but no fans of the games are looking forward to this. If we wanted to see another zombie apocalyptic movie or series, we'd just watch The Walking Dead, Z Nation, or any of the hundreds of zombie films already made. It's like I'm a fan of Blood Rain, but you don't see me watching the Blood Rain trilogy movies because I know they're crap. I know that the guy that made them did not know shit about the character and he just made them for whatever reasons. Money, I guess. As always, money. But no, I'm not gonna watch them. Why would I watch it knowing it's crap? I don't need to waste my time, money, and attention to that. Why would I do that? In the end, this is yet another moment of Hollywood writers doing what they do best. Milk a franchise for what it's worth without bothering to be faithful to its original source material. This is going to be embarrassingly bad. Maybe around the same level of cringe as CW's Batwoman. It'd be like the equivalent of news reporters trying to be hip and cool.
Good morning, TPS students. It is testing week and it's time to slay all day.
Yeet! Stay woke, be on fleek, and get that Gucci breakfast.
Goals. Say bye, Felicia, to that testing stress. Weather's gonna be turned, right, Chris?
Yes! Toledo weather gonna be V-lit during testing week.
Well, that's as much as I can say about this embarrassing future Netflix series. Hopefully it gets cancelled. It probably won't because whenever we don't want something like this, we tend to get it sooner than ever. And whenever we want something, it never happens. But if it does come out, then hopefully it gets nothing from its fans. And when they ask the people why didn't they even bother to watch the series to give it a chance, we'll say no, you broke the code stating that you do not adapt a video game story into a live action series without being faithful to its original source material, etc, etc. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole our hopes of seeing our favorite horror game series come to life once again, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. That's it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button to give this video a chance to grow. I'd like to thank all my Patreon supporters for their impeccable generosity. Your support means a lot to me, and you are part of the reason why I try to make the best content that I can. And if you like this content, check out the rest of my channel. You'll find more entertainment from separate franchises I like to cover, such as Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball Z, Celebrity Deathmatch, Men in Black, The Mask, Batman comics, The Terminator, TMNT, Dino Crises, Resident Evil, and more. If you're a Patreon supporter, check out my exclusive videos such as the Gantz content. And if you'd like to show your support, go to my Patreon and support the channel, which is only $1. Sacrifice that McChicken for extra quality content, my friend. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and remember to have an awesome day.